Hi, Shane Westholter, CEO and founder of Gateway Financial Advisors and Gateway Insurance Group. What I wanted to share with you today is some sales ideas. As some of you may know, I started in the business back in 1988, going door to door selling personal insurance policies one at a time, 5,000 and 10,000 face amounts. From there, I got into doing client seminars, the radio, and doing a lot of client events. Needless to say, it was up to me to figure out how to create new ideas and marketing ideas to bring my clients in year after year and provide some type of a value that the insurance agent or the financial planner across the street wasn't doing. So what I thought is I would give you a few ideas today that we've done in the past and some that some of our advisors are currently working, and then also ideas that I've picked up from being involved in the industry at the top of the table, MDRT, or the Estate Planning Council, Financial Planning Association, the Society of Financial Service Professionals, or of course NAFA, the various industries that we can be involved in. So here's an idea that I'd like to share with you. In order to go up, you have to give up. So my question to a lot of our advisors are, what are you doing today that you really don't need to be doing? For example, if you're mailing out birthday cards on a monthly basis to your clients, when's the last time that you asked your clients if they really appreciate and value receiving those birthday cards? Or is it something that maybe you can give up and just give them a phone call or a text message or an email instead? Or a monthly newsletter. Many of advisors like to send out a monthly newsletter. Again, have you asked your clients, would they want to receive that newsletter monthly, quarterly, semi-annual, or maybe just once a year? So my question to you is, what are you doing that you can give up in order to go up? That will free up time, free up money, and maybe allow you to focus on things that are more relevant or more important. Another idea that we've had is, I used to work in the senior market niche. And seniors oftentimes back in St. Louis would say, the weather's too cold for me to come to the office, I need to reschedule. Or it's raining outside, it's snowing outside. The various excuses that we've all heard. So we hired a limo service. We would have a limo driver go by and pick up the clients and bring them to the office on their annual review. The reason for that is I would say this is your anniversary. We need to review where you're at and where you're going. This is the second most important decision you've ever made in your life. The first probably was your marriage. So bring your spouse or significant other to the meetings, and dinner or appetizers are on me. So we would have them picked up in a limo, bring them to the office, we would do their review, service their accounts, and then afterwards I would hire the limo driver to take them out to dinner or take them over to the grocery store, or maybe for some of my clients it was just having the limo drop them off at CVS or Walgreens on the way home to pick up their prescriptions. One of the ideas that I also like to share with you is life insurance. When you talk about life insurance, it's not a very friendly topic. So one of the things I used to say to my clients were, if you're taking a trip, say a 100-mile trip, and you need gas in the car, how much gas would you put in your car? Would you put $20 of gas in the car in order to make the trip? It's only 100 miles. Hopefully nothing will go wrong, no detours, no traffic jams. Everything would go just the way you planned. $20 of gas would probably get you there. Would you fill it up to a quarter tank, a half a tank, or would you fill it all the way up? Now how does that relate to life insurance? It's the same in my mind when we take out life insurance. Do you want to take out term insurance, which is like the $20 worth of gas? Provided everything goes just right, I will die during the term of my life insurance, and therefore everything was perfect and the least amount of cost. Or should I buy a universal life or variable universal life, which is maybe a half a tank of gas? Again, hopefully everything will go right, markets will respond favorably, and my policy will be enforced in the time of need. Or should I go ahead and fill the tank up all the way and just buy that whole life insurance? So no matter what life happens, no matter what detours I run into, whether it's traffic jams or detours in the highway, or just have to extend my trip another day, I'll have plenty of fuel or life insurance policy when I need it most. And that is when I pass away. Time management. One of the things that we work with our advisors, since we have 200 offices nationally, is time management. I learned a long time ago you can't manage time, but what you can do is manage yourself and your daily activities. We all have the same amount of time, regardless of how we try and manage it, it's going to keep on ticking. So here's an idea. Oftentimes when we get emails or text messages, we want to respond right away because we think people expect immediate communication. And they do. So here's what I would recommend. Put an autoresponder on your email, put an autoresponder on your phone for your messages and your text. And the message can simply say this: thank you for your recent email. Due to my schedule today, I'm very busy. I will look at my emails between 1 and 2 p.m. and again at 4 to 5 p.m. and respond accordingly. If this is an emergency, please contact my office and then give your information. By having an autoresponder on your email, your text messages, or your phone, it allows you two things. Number one, to let people know that you are busy. And believe it or not, people like to do business with other people who are also busy. That means they're successful, they're busy, and they want to do business with them. And number two, it allows you to manage your time. Instead of the business running you, you can start running your business. It doesn't mean that you take forever to respond back to them. You can respond back to them at the end of the day, or you can respond back to them to tomorrow. But it allows you the flexibility to respond back on your time versus setting the expectancy that as soon as they email or as soon as they text, you're always available. Another idea, a senior prom dance. If you work with the senior market, why don't you put together towards the end of the year a prom dance? You hire the band, you have a photo op or a photographer's there, and you provide them the opportunity to come and relive their senior moment. Bring them out to that senior prom dance so all the seniors can come and have the dance on you. During that event, you take their photographs, and then what you do is you keep those photographs and you send it back to them at Valentine's. It's a way to bond with your clients, give them a memory that maybe they've forgotten about, and it's a very low cost item that you can do that's more of a social event versus an educational event. But how many people do you know in your client book today, 50 years and older, that would love to be invited to just a night out on you at a senior prom dance and allow you the opportunity to socially mix with them, take a photo, and then send it back at Valentine's, giving you 2 times that you can make contact with them versus just one off the same event. And last, I'd like to share with you something that I share in many of my seminars, and that is, how many hours do we have left in our life? So think about it. Sit down with your client, and when you're talking about life insurance, long-term care, disability, or the other various things that we talk about with our clients, one of the things I would ask is, how many years do you have left? Say I'm 50 years of age, and I am planning to live to age 90. That's going to give me 40 years of life left. So here's what you do on the math. You take the 40 years, multiply it by the 365 days in a year, and that will give you 14,600 days. Multiply that by the 24 hours in a day, which is 350,400 hours. Sounds like a lot of hours. But when you take those hours and you subtract off the average of 7 hours a day that you spend sleeping, that leaves you with 102,200 hours that you need to subtract off, or 350,400 hours minus the 102,200 hours gives you 248,200 hours left. 248,200 hours left. Shane, that's a lot of hours. Think about it. 248,200 hours left is all you have to do all the things on your bucket list, all the things you want to do, spend all the time with your loved ones, and put in your 8, 10, 12-hour workday. If you want to take it one step further, take the hours, the 248,200 hours, and convert it down to 60 seconds or into seconds by multiplying it out by 60. Now you're going to have a lot of seconds. But if you will take just 1 hour and set it on your phone in seconds and have start, watch how fast the seconds tick by and how much you accomplished or didn't accomplish in that 1 hour, that 1 day, that 1 week, that 1 month, that 1 year. So when you got 40 years left, it may sound like a lot until you start taking the seconds and ticking them away. So Mr. and Mrs. Client, how would you like to spend the seconds of your life that you have remaining? If you like some of these ideas, these are the ideas we share at Gateway Financial to help our advisors grow. If you don't like them, then delete this video and don't pass it on. But if you do, contact us. We'd love to work with you. Again, Shane Westholter, CEO and founder of Gateway Financial, Gateway Insurance Group.